We are in San Miguel. Bienvenidos a San Miguel de Allende. Right now we're in our Airbnb, and it's a really cool setup. It's like 4 bedrooms, but they're all spread out around this courtyard. You can see this courtyard. Someone's coming to fix a pool tomorrow. But all the rooms are in different levels here. So super cool. We have our families here with us. So Kenny's parents are trying to decide which bedroom to take. There are a lot of stairs, so that's something to be mindful of. Okay, I feel like this is gonna be Kenny and my room here. This Airbnb is definitely more like traditional than I go for. Okay, this is actually gonna be our room. So cute. Hey everyone, so we just got finished doing like a little photo session with a fly photographer. Booked a photographer through fly photographer, very last minute, but from what I've seen of the photos, they came out so good. Like she knew like the best little alleyways to go down, and like where the light hit well, and like doors that were really festive. So I think we got really good photos. Maybe if we have them by the time I post this, I'll put them up in the video. But it went so well, and she's great. I feel like I would use her again many more times. So right now we're just picking up some breakfast and then gonna go back. But yeah, great way to start out the day, even though we had a really early start at like 7 a.m. But it was great. So our mini engagement photo shoot is done. Right now we're on our way to visit our first venue option for a welcome party. The first one we're visiting is, I think it's called Cafe Mara. So we're heading there now. And then the 2 others we're gonna see today are Bekeb and another one. I'll list it all below. But I think over the course of the next 3 days, we're seeing like 8 to 10 different like rooftop bars and restaurants, which should be really cool because we've been to a handful of them as we visited San Miguel, but there are so many here that we haven't seen yet. So I'm excited to show you what they're like and see them myself. Okay, this is Antonio Bistro. Great view. I wanted to provide a quick overview of what we've been doing the past few days because I realized I've been taking a lot of videos of spaces but haven't actually been talking you through like what we've been seeing and like the purpose. On Monday, we took a tour of Bekeb Rooftop Mara, and Antonio Rooftop. Bekeb Rooftop, we were told it was really awesome because of their cocktails. And we actually got to meet like the manager there. She was really cool. I think the issue with Bekeb was kind of the spacing. So they have a pool that takes up, I would say, kind of like half of their rooftop. So we felt like that might not make sense for our space. They also only serve tapas. And I think for a welcome party, we wanted to have, guests who come from out of town be able to have like a full meal. So that was one of the cons there. Rooftop Mara, they were kind of disorganized. We got there and the person was basically just like, you can walk yourself around. And then when we walked up to the rooftop, we realized the door to the rooftop was locked, and it was also just a really small space. So I'm looking around in the room that I'm in because I feel like their rooftop was literally the size of this room. And we didn't feel like that would be a good size for our party. So the last place we visited on Monday was Antonio Rooftop, and that was the favorite of the three that we visited that day. I'd say Antonio Rooftop had like the most usable space. It was also more, in my opinion, what I envisioned for the party, like aesthetically pleasing. And to be honest, I can't even remember what it looks like right now. I'd have to refer back to my videos, which you'll see. But it was definitely the winner. Yesterday, we saw Zumo. And then Kenny's mom also stumbled upon a rooftop. So she found a place that was like diagonally across the street from Zumo that we walked into and really liked. Both were really great options. Again, it's interesting because a lot of the rooftops are not like just flat rooftops. They have like multi-levels. But Zumo seemed cool. I had been in communication with the owner and he's really friendly and easy to work with. They also showed us a room, and their rooms are really spacious and nice, all very unique. So I felt like that could be a good option. Yeah, that's true.
You can give us a playlist from Spotify.
Okay.
Or you can.
And then the rooftop that we stumbled upon, I'll have to pull up the name here, but similarly, it was like a cool vibe, good view of the city. Kenny and I realized that we actually had been to that hotel before to get breakfast. They have like a cafe called Paladillo, I think that's what it's called. And we had gotten breakfast there once, and it was really cute. Like there's a fountain in the courtyard, which a lot of places in San Miguel have. And the rooftop seemed fun as well. I think slightly more usable space, but it seemed like it'd be a cool option. And they said they would send us information. That was a plus. We also had dinner last night at Quince, which is a popular restaurant that also has a rooftop. We had just missed it, but they have like little performers. So they have a guy walking across like a tightrope over the rooftop, which is really cool. And then they bring someone in, like a violinist who plays like the electric violin with like lights. And I think that'd be an awesome option, but it's definitely more expensive. I would say it's kind of double the price of a lot of the other places that we were looking. So I had crossed it off of like the mental list that I had made. But if you can afford it, I think it's an awesome option. Today, we went and toured our venue with our planners, and it was really interesting to see their perspective of how they could transform the space to make it like very movable and usable for our wedding and the reception and cocktail hour, and how you can use different elements of the space. So that was really exciting to get like the first feeling for. And it was the first time our parents saw our venue too, and they were super excited. So it was great all around. Maybe I'll show you some of the bedrooms from our venue. I think it's great that people can also stay there, and it'll make it feel a little bit more intimate. But after we did the tour of our venue, we went to another rooftop called, I think it's called Amate, and is slightly further outside of the center of town, but we were really impressed with it. Definitely like the vibe that we go for, like white, beachy, tropical, chill vibes. It's just a really cool space, and there's a lot of space up there. They even have like a mini farm on their rooftop where the chef uses like tomatoes and herbs from his garden. So that was exciting to see. They also seemed really flexible. They showed us rooms too, to potentially have a room block there, and their rooms are amazing. They also have 2 villas that have like 2-bedroom units that are multi-level and like have a deck. Oh, and the view here is incredible. So just super excited about the options that we saw the past few days. Today we're doing a full tasting where we already pre-selected like 3 soups and salads, 3 appetizers, 3 entree options, dessert options. So we're gonna taste a lot of stuff, and I'm excited to show you that as well. But overall, it's been a great trip. And I don't know, I've just been loving it. I love being in San Miguel. I wish I could stay here longer and just work from here. But it's just so calm and relaxing and a great vibe. It looks so good.
So waiter, 1 foot to this.
Let's see how big it looks.
Yeah, so suckling pig is usually slaughtered between 2 and 6 weeks. So
Oh, wow.
So it's literally still
Yeah,
suckling.
so I think
It's a literal.
Yes, it's here in Mexico we say it like that. Gorgeous.
Like an island.
Oh my goodness. Are those beets?
Yeah, they're
Wow.
and the chicken.
Oh, the little plantain.
yeah, they're huge, like
We have the dulce de leche here in a small sphere on the inside. Then we have the tiramisu.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so right now we're at Instituto de Allende. This is one of the venues that I considered when we were looking at venues, but we never got a chance to come here. It's more historical, so it used to be an art school here, and I think artists in the community still work with the Institute, but now they use it mostly as a venue for different events. So I'll show you what it looks like.
So this is one of the
That's beautiful. So it's our final day in San Miguel, and before we leave, and our flight's at 4, and we're leaving here at noon, we are touring the space at Trazo 1810, and then we're touring the rooftop at Casa de Sierra, which is a Belmont hotel. So we're on our way now, and I'll show you how that goes. I think we're having breakfast at Trazo 1810, and then we have our second tour, and then we'll be on our way. But it's been definitely an amazing trip, and I can't ask for anything more. Cellar-like. Very pretty. Hola. Oh yeah. San Miguel. I don't think so. I didn't put anything in. I did. Oh, great view. So, as you can tell, we are at the airport now, ending our trip to San Miguel, and you'll just have to tune in November to see where we end up doing our welcome party, what our wedding's like, and how everything shapes up. But it was a great trip. As always, leave comments. If you have any questions on the process, subscribe so you know when my videos come.